of writing about our story, but something is holding us back, not least of which is the thought of becoming an author. Now, it can feel very overwhelming thinking about yourself in the same breath as, the great American authors in America. Hi, everyone. I'm Andy Asher. I'm editor over here at bloomerboomer.com, and it's a publication for folks like us over 50 and beyond. Now, let us find out if becoming an author is something to fear. Now, I'm going to talk to Jen LaGrisha, and I'll make sure I have her name right in just a minute, about how she was able to pivot careers to be a full-time author. Her fourth book, Just the Truth, will be out on June 1st. Now, if you haven't watched our show, it'll be part serious, fun, quirky, with an occasional cooking segment. Not today, but oftentimes we do. And because I am hooked on video games, I'm looking for others to join me in my playroom that you can see right here. Now, lately, I have been absorbed by the amazing game Journey, where I explore an ancient, mysterious world, and I soar above ruins and glide across sand dunes to discover its secrets with stunning visuals and a Grammy-nominated musical score. Now, today, we have a much different kind of game, and it is called Battle Royale. Now, Battle Royale is a lot different. It's a lot different. Now, we have great shows, by the way, all week long. And on Friday, we're going to have a fellow by the name of Steve Sexton. He'll be my guest. He is a financial consultant on how to navigate what is the new normal. And we are live on many platforms right now, including Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and bloomerboomer.com. And please like us to hear more about what's happening. And in the meantime, hey, let's get started. And remember, I love marmalade. So, Jen, welcome, and let me make sure I have the pronunciation. Jen LaGrisha?
LaGreca.
LaGreca. All right, thank you. And I'm really, really excited you are here. And let me ask you first, how are you managing in the circumstances that we're living today?
Well, being a writer, and I'm in my office anyway, and so there hasn't been all that much change for me. Although I am very lonely without having dinner with my friends and getting together for walks, and the human element is missing. But I've been able to do all my work and be very productive. I wrote a stage play during the quarantine. I said to myself, I really want to get out of this having accomplished something. So that's what I did.
And have you done a stage play in the past?
I've done two recently, and I want to get into stage plays. I really love what you're doing for boomers, because you're giving us hope, and you're telling us no limits, live your life to the hilt, and that's what I'm trying to do. So I'm entering stage plays after having written 4 novels, and so I wrote the stage play for Just the Truth and for one of my other novels as well.
Yeah, you really described really well what we are all about. Now, tell us your journey into becoming an author. Did you study hard? Did you enroll in English and writing classes? Tell us a little bit about that.
Not at all, Andy. I started life as a pharmaceutical chemist after doing chemistry, and I didn't like the lab work. It was just too technical for me. I enjoyed the study of chemistry. So I went back to school, and I wanted to get more involved with human issues, and so I studied philosophy. But that became too abstract for me, and academic life I didn't really want, so I ended up becoming a business consultant, and I was writing videotape programs. I was writing and producing training programs for employees, and they were becoming more and more plot-oriented. And I was doing a series on restaurant sanitation, and I actually had my clients say to me, and I can't have romance in a video about restaurant sanitation.
I could never imagine that that's about the furthest thing you can even think of for creative writing. So that was quite a jump, wasn't it?
That was a total turning point in my life
Was it?
because yes, I related the incident to a friend, and she said, "Well, why don't you try to write a novel? It seems like you're interested." And just like you said in your open, making that leap to write a book, and especially a novel, it was like I was in St. Louis and I wanted to get to Atlantis. How do I get to Atlantis? It seemed like such a far dream that it would never ever happen. But I set to work to learn writing and to learn how to publish, and I actually wrote and published. You know, Amazon opened up a tremendous world to writers. Any boomers that want to start writing, it's more economical and easier than ever before to write your books and get them published.
That's tell me about your take on what I said at the top of the show. It can feel very overwhelming, you might say. You know, thinking about yourself in the same breath as you know, great American authors that we've read. It's a little bit foreboding. At least it feels that way.
It did. It really did feel that way. It was daunting. I struggled. And I couldn't finish the novel at first, and I had some very supportive friends who read the first draft and they gave me some advice, and I went through several drafts before I actually could get it done. And it took several years. What helped me was to have really good help. I love plots, and I learned a lot from watching murder mysteries on TV, and I'm a big horror fan, so there's always a story to analyze, and so I did a lot of self-training where I found an author I liked that really would outline the whole book and identify for myself how they build your suspense and what are they doing. And that way I was able to preserve my own independent voice, I think, without overly being instructed. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And then also deciding who I wanted to study. So I learned from authors I liked.
Wow, that's pretty good. So you're
Yeah.
somewhat self-taught, and that's that in itself is a remarkable accomplishment. And as someone who has done a fair amount of writing myself, I think my very first awakening of what it meant to be a serious writer is you'll have an editor in many cases. Now tell us how tell us you know that takes you know, that took some getting used to, I think. Because, you know what? I think the best editors are probably the toughest, too, right?
Yes, I've had a couple of excellent editors, and I picked them very carefully, looking them over, looking at their websites. Actually, the one editor I never met, but I had such a close relationship with her just through. She had such a detailed website, she went into every aspect of writing, and I knew she was going to be very detail oriented. And you develop a very close relationship with an editor, and those editors enhance my books, and at the same time they preserve my voice. They did not interject what their opinions might be or how they like characters to be cast. They really respected my voice, and they were tremendous. They did a great job.
Wow, you've had some really interesting experiences as you've done so much of it of yourself. And if you are, you know, if you're semi-famous, it seems to me the road to success, and you know, we oftentimes look at success as financial success. It doesn't have to be that way, but in many cases that's what we look at. But it comes a little easier for folks who are well known about something, or maybe folks who have a great expertise on something. But if you are just an everyday person, you know, I think you're a great example of that. But and you gave some great examples of how you did it. Anything else that you might suggest?
Yes, I can see fiction is really hard because it is very, very, very hard to break in to fiction. That's especially true that people buying best-selling authors and they're publishing a book a year. And I must have submitted my first book, which by the way went on to win 6 book awards. Plus it had endorsements from an Nobel laureate, a former presidential candidate, a past president of the American Medical Association. It was a medical thriller. And it went on to achieve really good things, but and it became a Kindle bestseller. But the doors were completely closed to me. I couldn't get an agent. This was like in the early 2000s. And I couldn't get a publisher without getting an agent. And so that was the time when Amazon self-publishing was becoming back in style. And I joined the Independent Book Publishers Association, which is a national organization. They ran a school, publishing university. I went there and I started my own publishing company, and I produced my 4 books that way. And at that time, ebooks were coming in. And I was on the wave early in the ebooks. And that's how my book sold, through ebooks. There are voracious ebook readers, and they don't care if you're a bestseller or not. And your books are priced so that they can take a chance on a new author. You know, if they're going to buy a book for $3.99, they'll take a chance on a new author rather than spend $29.99 for a hardcover book at a bookstore, where they really want you to have some track history. And so, but the commissions are the same. I mean, business, speaking about business for a moment, because you get a 70% commission usually from ebooks. So if you sell one for $3.99, you're going to make about $3. Whereas if you sell a hardback or a paperback for $30, you're probably going to make 10% commission. So you make that same $3 anyway. So ebooks and Amazon initially, but now it's open to lots of ebook producers and publishers and distributors. But Amazon initially opened up those doors, and they actually opened up the American dream for us writers.
You know, that's a great way to put it, and I think that is so true. And you know, you're talking about you know, becoming a serious writer. You know, not just a hobby or a pastime. How in the world does someone make it to where they can call themselves a professional writer or an author? And that's, of course, assuming that that's the eventual goal, because in many cases the dream is there, but it may not always happen.
Well, you can be anything on the spectrum. There are people now that publish books that are just meant for family and friends. And with print on demand, where you can publish paperback, you can publish 1 paperback or 20 or 3,000. You no longer have to do offset print runs. In the old days, you had to order 1,000 copies and have your rush full books. But now with print on demand, which Amazon and other places offer, Ingram, for example, a big distributor all over America and internationally, you can just be a hobbyist also.
Yeah.
But maybe it's just your attitude. I'm totally serious. I think I'm on passion, and I'll do this till the day I'm done. So that's me. But other people maybe don't want to spend, you know, all their free time as in a retirement years doing that, but they can still publish limited editions.
Yeah. You know, there are so many offers being thrown out there when it becomes known that, you know, you want to write something. You know, how do you separate, you know, what's a reliable offer and something that maybe isn't so much so?
Well, there are contests to enter, and they give you that validity when you win a contest. And there are prestigious contests in the field of indie publishing that are well known in the field. For example, Writer's Digest is a national magazine for emerging writers, and they run a contest every year. Place in that, as one of my books did, that gives you credibility, and also blurbs. If you can do blurbs, and I sent just very prestigious people, 20 people, and I actually got 5 very important blurbs for my first book. So that's another way.
Okay, and just for the uninitiated, a blurb means it's coming from someone who is a thought leader or
Yes.
someone who is has some recognition, and that's what you were talking about, right?
Yes, I'm sorry, I'm speaking the language. It's testimonials that would
Test.
go on your book.
Right, right,
And
right.
so I was very fortunate to get some. And so that's another way to build some credibility.
I gotcha. I gotcha. And
Yeah.
also, you've already done this, but also talk a little bit more about the digital space like Amazon, and it's and then that versus the Amazon books versus say the hard copy books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And your commission is the same. The royalty is virtually the same.
Okay, that's very interesting. And then you talked of course about how to pivot to a new career later in life.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was hard. I had to take my first, I was a 50 pluser when I published my first novel. And I had a day job, and I was writing my first novel in nights and weekends. So I went through all that. But once I realized that I wanted to write fiction, it was a big incentive for me to save money and do an early retirement, which I was able to do.
Yeah, and I want to tell you, you have a fantastic bookshelf.
Thank you.
Yeah, and tips for how to write a novel and then maintain a full time job.
Oh, it was hard. It was hard. I would get up early in the morning and not even have breakfast or get dressed or shower or anything, but just put in 2 hours, like from 5 to 7 in the morning, and those were the most productive hours.
Yeah, you have to be somewhat driven. And how do you know you're ready to quit? Let's say your day job, and
Yeah.
and any other tips you might have for self publishing books.
Well, the financial independence is a really important part of it. So I did have someone in my life, a beautiful guy who was very keyed up on all that, so he helped me with the financial end of it to try to save money. I just saved the absolute maximum into my retirement funds that I could. And they grew. They grew interest free. Some very good Sam financial advice I think I got
Now you have a
that
website.
helped.
I know you have a website. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Oh, sure. It's actually undergoing a big thing, and the new one should be up any time now. It's called www.wingedvictorypress.com. Winged Victory, meaning that beautiful statue of the Winged Victory, the Nike, it's called, in the Louvre in Paris. It's a gorgeous ceramic statue, and that's the name of my company, Winged Victory Press, because I felt that statue uh, represented in art, the noble and the uplifting and the ideal in art, and that's what I want to represent in my book. So I chose that symbol.
Aha. And so your book is going to be out soon, I know. And we already talked about Amazon. So tell us just a little bit about that for folks who want to get it.
Oh, sure. And it's available beyond Amazon. And Amazon was the leader, but now there's a lot of other places to publish print on demand paperback and ebooks. So it'll be carried by Barnes and Noble, by IndieBound. The ebook will be available on every device through Smashwords as well as Amazon. And it's a story, it's a political thriller, and it's about a journalist who she there's an upcoming presidential election and a fictitious president. I had this idea 5 years ago. No political parties or actual people are involved with it. But upcoming re-election of the president, and she suspects some foul play and manipulation of the election. And she has to soar third high in the administration, and he's murdered suddenly. And so she's very suspicious. And so she's the one that wants to hold the administration accountable and find out what's going on. But she faces oppression, retaliation from the administration against her family's businesses. It's covert. I want her family family's business is a football team they own in a football stadium, and so they find environmental regulations used against the football stadium. But the purpose is to shut her down. She runs the news media as a conglomerate. And so it shows how behind the scenes, people in abusing political power can be a threat to our foundation freedom of the press. And so it's our story, it's a murder mystery, but I hope people will get out of it that journalism is a really noble profession, and they always said, hold people in power accountable. And so it has to be a pursuit of truth. And she happens to be a female protagonist, and this is the 100-year anniversary of women getting the right to vote, the 19th Amendment. And so I think she's especially important heroine this year, because yes, it's a women's independence, it's to think for yourself. And that's what she represents. She goes by her own judgment. She won't let people smear her or put her down. And so that's what I hope people will get out of it.
Wow, yeah, I'm fascinated. I have a journalism background and all that, so I love the idea, and the premise is fantastic. Now, I know that you do well with your books, but do you welcome people getting in touch with you, or how? What would be the next step?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, sure. There's contact on my website.
All right.
Sure.
Okay, so they can.
And you can also look up jenlagraca.com. That's easy, and I post to the same website.
Okay. And any final thoughts? I mean, there are so many folks out there, as I said earlier on, that have a dream or maybe just a story to tell that would be of interest to their immediate family. There are all kinds of situations. Any any basic tips that you can suggest to get started?
Well, I'd say these are the best years of our lives. We've had wisdom of our years, and we've had life experiences, so this is really the best time of my life, and I think a lot of boomers feel the same way. And if you really want to write a book, it couldn't be easier or more economical to write and publish a book now. And if you just get on Google and search for how do I write a book, how do I self-publish my book, you'll find a lot of information. And if you have expertise in a particular area, you might even be able to get a major publisher, or if you have a platform of some sort.
Okay,
So
that's
go for it.
Thank you very much. Now, listen, hang in there one moment, because I have to give an update. As this interview that we do live is also background to something that I am passionate about. That I started about, I think 3 years ago, and they're video games. So we've been playing a game, and it's called Battle Royale. And if you've been watching the game, how I play today, I have gotten smashed. I haven't done too well, but they're really fun. Up until today, those of you who were watching, I was playing a much different game. It's called Journey, and it has a whole different concept to it. It's very, very different. And I'll probably be going back to Journey, but Battle Royale has sort of been my standby game that I started with, and I'll always go back to that. But Jen, I want to thank you. Thank you so much for being here today.
Oh, thank you, Andy, and thank you for what you do for boomers. It's tremendous.
Absolutely.
You give us hope, and you give us lots of tools.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you. That's Jen LaGreca in her fourth book, Just the Truth. And you can watch the replay here on Facebook or YouTube and bloomerboomer.com. And until then, I wish you good health and safety. And I love marmalade. All right, just hold on there for a moment. I think everything went okay.